The Roman Empire was one of the most powerful civilizations in history. It ruled the known world for centuries, conquered kingdoms, shaped laws, and inspired empires to this day. But behind the glory, the marble, and the heroes, there lay another side, a dark, cruel side, full of secrets that time has tried to hide. Today, you will discover the dark secrets of the Roman Empire that no one has ever told you. Get ready, because after this video, you will never see Rome the same way again. Secret 1. The hidden side of gladiators. Gladiator games were presented as entertainment, but in reality, they were rituals of power, blood, and social control. Thousands of men and even women were forced to fight to the death before screaming crowds. What few know is that some of these fights were fake, staged to distract the people from political crises. What's more, certain emperors used the games as symbolic sacrifices to the gods, mixing religion, violence, and politics in a spectacle of manipulation. Secret to the temples hid secret cults. Rome was famous for its gods, Jupiter, Mars, Venus, but in the shadows of the temples, forbidden rituals took place. Foreign cults, such as those of Mithras and Isis, attracted even soldiers and senators. These rites included animal sacrifices, bloodbaths, and secret oaths of loyalty. Some underground temples, called Mithraeums, still exist hidden beneath the streets of Rome. Their sunlight never entered. Only torches and whispered chants illuminated the mystery. Secret 3. Roman medicine was brutal. Roman medicine was advanced for its time but also terribly cruel. Surgeries were performed without anesthesia, using vinegar or wine as disinfectant. And on the battlefields, doctors experimented with techniques on dying soldiers. Some historians believe that prisoners were used as human guinea pigs for scientific progress. The motto was simple: the empire needs the strong, the weak are disposable. Secret for the emperor's luxury hid madness. Behind the golden crowns and banquets lay disturbed minds. Absolute power corrupted many emperors, and some sank into insanity. Caligula, for example, appointed his own horse consul and believed himself a living god. Nero played the lyre while Rome burned and blamed the Christians for the fire. Behind the facade of the empire lay a decadent elite, addicted to power, pleasure, and bloodshed. Secret 5. The death rituals of emperors. When an emperor died, the body wasn't simply buried. Complex rituals were performed, with an eagle released to carry his soul to heaven. But in many cases, the body was secretly mutilated or burned to prevent enemies from using its parts in spells. Some assassinated emperors, like Domitian and Commodus, were erased from history in a ritual called damnatio memoriae. Their names were erased from inscriptions, their statues destroyed, and it was as if they had never existed. Secret 6. Poisonings and conspiracies in the Senate. The Roman Senate was a symbol of order and wisdom, but it was also an invisible battlefield. Senators and generals betrayed each other constantly, and poison was the weapon of choice for the powerful. Entire banquets were used to discreetly eliminate political rivals. Wine could be sweet, but also deadly. Therefore, many leaders kept slaves to taste their food, to ensure that the next sip wouldn't be their last. Secret 7. Rome had its own secret police long before the CIA or the FBI. The Roman Empire already had a network of spies and informants. Called frumentari, these agents infiltrated the people, the armies, and even the temples. They delivered reports directly to the emperor, denouncing any suspicion of treason. It was a surveillance system that kept the empire under unseen eyes. Secret 8. Christians were brutally hunted for centuries. Early Christians were seen as enemies of the state. They were accused of treason, cannibalism, because of the supper, and even witchcraft. They were crucified, burned alive, and thrown to the wild beasts simply for refusing to worship the emperor. But this bloody persecution had an unexpected effect. The more Rome tried to erase the Christian faith, the more it grew. Secret 9. The catacombs and the underworld of Rome. Beneath the streets of Rome lies a labyrinth of tunnels and catacombs, where early Christians met in secret. But criminals, cultists, and fugitives also used these same tunnels to hide bodies, riches, and secrets. Many of these corridors have yet to be explored, and archaeologists claim that hidden chambers still exist, holding relics and remnants of forgotten rituals. Secret 10. The end of the empire was darker than imagined. The end of Rome wasn't just due to barbarian invasions, but also to corruption, famine, despair, and internal betrayals. When the empire began to crumble, wealthy families fled, and the streets filled with corpses and chaos. The greatest empire in the world was destroyed from within, not by the sword of its enemies, but by the very darkness it carried. The Roman Empire left behind monuments, laws, and ideas that shaped modern civilization. But it also left a legacy of ambition, blood, and mystery. History is written by the victors, but sometimes, the darkest secrets are hidden in the ruins. If you liked this video, like it, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell, because there are still many mysteries of history that the world insists on hiding.